Okay, third graders, today is lesson 70, and basically what you are learning today to do is to solve this kind of a story problem. What is 1/4 of 24, or a fraction of a number? Now, what they would have you do in the book is, and I always do tell you it's good to draw pictures, so I don't mind you doing the pictures, but they would have you draw into 4 sections and then decide how you would divide those 24. Did you catch the word divide? Divide those 24 into 4. Divide, divide, divide. So you know how to divide. 24 divided by 4 is 6. Now this is pretty simple here, but there's actually an easier way to do it, and I'm going to show you how to do it. I'm not going to use a formula because you're going to learn that formula at a later time, and it might confuse you now. But I'm going to teach you one way that you can almost do it in your head. I want you to work backwards. I want you to think, what is 24 divided by 4? We said it was 6. Now, just in case the numerator is something other than 1, I want you to learn this step too. So then you take 6 times the numerator, and your answer is 6. So 1/4 of 24 equals 6. Okay? So I'm going to pause the video, and I do want you to read through your lesson, and it is pages 446 to 448. And notice how they show you using pictures. When we start the exercises, the lesson practice, I'm going to have you do it my way. And we're going to try working on that and see if you can develop this rhythm of it, and if it'll help you. Okay, now that you've read your lesson, let's start working through the written practice. So the first one is 1/3 of 60. Now, it takes a little bit of work unless you can do this division in your head, so I'm going to help you through it, okay? All right, so my way of doing it is we're going to work backwards here. 60 divided by 3. And if you need to, until you've got it down, I do that. 60 divided by 3. Now, if you can't do it in your head, scratch paper is always good. 6 goes into 3. 2 times 3 is 6. We subtract. And since you've got that 0, you can bring the 0 down, but the easiest thing is to just bring it up. Okay? So we put our 20 here, and then because there's a 1, you don't always have to do this part, but 20 times 1 is 20. So your answer here, 1/3 of 60 equals 20. Now, do you all have paper? If you don't, pause this and go run and get it. We're going to keep going. Copy down the problem, 1/2 of 60. Okay. Now, I want you to try this. 60 divided by 2. Solve that. Did you come up with 30? So then now 30 times 1 equals 30. So 1/2 of 60 is 30. All right, put C on your paper, copy down 1/4 of 60. And here we go. So let's divide 60 divided by 4. This is going to be a little more complicated. Okay. 6 doesn't go into 4 evenly, but it does go 4 times 1 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8. 8 is too high, so we put our 1. Okay, multiply, subtract. 6 minus 4 is 20. Remember our new way of dividing. Bring down your 0. 4 goes into 20 5 times. So 60 divided by 4 is 15. And then, just in case this isn't a 1 someday, 15 times 1 is 15. Okay. So your answer to 1/4 of 60 is 15. Copy down D. Okay, let's try it. You try it on your own. I'm going to wait and not show you my answer until you've got your answer. So it's 60 divided by 5. You guys go ahead and work on it. And I'll work on it on my own here. I hope I'm not going too fast for you. Did you get 12? Yay! So equals 12. 12 times 1 equals 12. So your answer here is 12. Okay, I'm going to pause this and then we're going to work on E and F. And have your papers ready to go for E and read through it, okay? Okay, so now we are on to 2-story problems. E says 1/2 of 32 children were boys. How many boys were there? So we're just basically going to divide 32 by 2. All right, so over here, you do this on a separate piece of paper. 3 goes into 2. Bring down your 2. 2 goes into 12. So how many boys were there? Now, because this is a 1, remember we don't have to do the multiplication part. When it gets more complicated, don't forget that part. Okay, let's read F. F says 1/3 of the 24 coins were quarters. How many quarters were there? So I want you to write down your problem. Did you write 1/3 of 24? Okay. Now you're going to solve. Did you write 24 divided by 3? In your memory, what is 24 divided by 3? Did you get 8? And you don't have to multiply it by the 1 unless you want to. So your answer is 8 what? Quarters. Okay. All right. You guys, if you have any questions about this, let me know. Maybe we can do a Zoom lesson if we need to on it. I hope it wasn't too difficult. Let me know if you got it, okay?